Hey, my name is Tyler. Welcome to the Stop Posting podcast with my co-host,
Delaney.
a series where there is only one episode available and won't bring the show back after this concludes, as the name is, because I don't have time for podcasts. So this topic is about social media and how it can affect young children and everything, and why people shouldn't really have social media at a very young age. Like, why are these parents giving their kids access to social media as it shouldn't? Because you don't really know what's going on, because parents don't say stuff. So, like, it's parents. Yeah. What do you think about that topic and how things are gonna go with it?
I've always had access to the internet as a kid, but since when I was a kid, I had an iPod Touch and an iPad, but since I was, really young, my mom would, restrict some things. I think you can't really escape technology in this generation. You see young elementary school kids with the latest iPhone, and you see these young kids following trends and these kids in these generation, they're not really kids anymore. I'd say they're not really kids anymore, and it's really sad. And I can also chip in that that there are parents on the internet that really don't do anything to stop their child, which is unfortunate. So I think that I think parents should be more authoritative with their children's technology and their restrictions, and I think that parents should do a better job on exposing their children to more activities that aren't on the internet, basically.
Yeah, like for me, I had a freaking BlackBerry phone, guys. If you know BlackBerry, come on. I had like the flip phone BlackBerry, so that was my only device I had when I was like 11, 12. I wasn't able to have a nice, at the time, not Samsung, Apple XR or whatever that one was, iPhone, whatever XR. I'm not an Apple user at all, but yeah, I had like a BlackBerry phone for a while, like 4 years, and kids were like one of those. I was like, oh, they're gonna think it's like weird because you don't have the newest phone, and it's like you don't need it, and it's safer than sorry, because like most parents don't know what happens in like the social media space sometimes. Like the way people post is so freaking annoying, because like you don't really need to post a picture of a cup and be like, I drank this today, I'm so proud of myself. Like, no. So that's why the ban they recently pulled on, it went through jurisdiction or whatever, and Australian is banning the social media use for people under 16. And I really do believe it's very helpful, especially if it's under that circumstance of if anything goes wrong and in there. But yeah, basically what Delaney said, it is very true. We have lost all of our innocence. No one is there anymore. Everyone wants a new thing. Everyone wants the hottest thing. Everyone wants this $1,500 phones for like their little 7-year-old kid. The newest device, anything really. Like, it is obnoxious. It's obnoxious. Like, let's see. So,
And I also think, and also you when you're on a popular site of TikTok, for example, the Sephora kids, or the kids that literally destroyed Sephora, and their parents did nothing about it. I don't think their parents did anything about it, because also I think that with yeah, so you see these kids on also exposing themselves on TikTok and making their accounts public, and that's very dangerous. And no matter how many times their parents have took their phone or turned their child's accounts to private, they'll still kids want to be public, and I don't think that's safe. And I think that if kids are going to be on social media, I think all children's accounts should be private until they are 18, until they are a legal adult, basically.
yeah, that also adding on to that is some social media sites, I would think Instagram, they have like a parental controls thing, which is good, but no one really does that. We should really have that, but usually the parents is like, hey kid, here's a phone, go ham. And like we don't need another like to catch a predator stuff. Like we don't need any more predators anywhere, but they somehow pop into these spaces thinking that, oh hey, I'm a 7-year-old kid. I want to be your friend. I'm gonna groom you and stuff. Like I'm not trying to get dark here, but like
No, but it's
Chris
true.
Hansen's gonna come through the door at any moment, literally.
But it's true. Like there are really dangerous people out there. Like you could like even an account with like a bunch of numbers or no profile picture or like an account of like some strange adult that you don't even know will follow you and you're like, who is this? And it's like dangerous because like you don't know what their intentions are, and being on social media, especially as a kid, like gives human traffickers and sex offenders the ability more freedom to like search you up and like look up your address, and that's really dangerous. And there was actually a season 10, I believe, like Criminal Minds episode about human trafficking. If you guys get the chance to watch Criminal Minds, watch it. But yeah, it's like it's dangerous. Like we should also take into a consideration about children on the internet, like about like because like not only are there people bad people like dangerous people out in the world, there are dangerous people on the internet. So
Just basically be careful. These parents have no idea what they're going in, like what they're throwing their kids into, like the amount of stuff that happens. But so this doesn't get any darker as it is. It's pretty good, but so far while about to record this podcast, I actually found a Yahoo News article. It was about the Australian government, and this dad in Australia was worried the social media ban will affect my 14-year-old because I do understand how his side is like it's hard to make friends with him like and stuff as I'm going to reference the thing here. It says, Paul Chai is an Australian dad with two teenage sons. One is 18 and other is 14. Chai says his younger son doesn't make friends quickly and Snapchat has helped. Snapchat does help, but you also need to be careful about it because there is weird people, and catfishing is also a thing on Snapchat. It's probably most commonly used on Snapchat than on any other social platform. Like, I don't see much catfish on Instagram, but it's just he got his own. I don't know. It's like that's why I really believe that they should like people just need to stop posting and just overall enjoy themselves as like live in the moment, please live in the moment. Do not be like, hey, I'm gonna post this picture of whatever, as I already said, but we don't need another one of those, please. Like does
and also a lot of people on the internet, well, like the internet's like not real because everyone only posts their like happiest moments online, and so many people who won't really post as much but like will who live on the sidelines and will like see how other people post, they will like start to compare their lives to other people's lives. But also we should also take into consideration that not everything you see on social media is real, because the person who you see on the
it's a
internet,
mask.
it's literally a mask, and the happiest person you see might be very depressed, might be very severely depressed and maybe suicidal. So like don't believe everything you see on the internet. Even if a person is like, "Oh, this is the happiest I've been in a while." I would, well, good for you, but I wouldn't, you don't know the person, so you don't want to like believe them or like idolize them, you know?
Yeah, I totally get that. That makes sense, obviously, because it's like just be careful of who you idolize because those people can also be weird too in a way. Let's see, social media, like the whole use of it in general is just dangerous to use. Like you could just be infinitely scrolling on Instagram and be like, I like this post. I'm gonna like it again. And then keeps on doing it, goes into a deeper and deeper rabbit hole of different kinds of things. And it's like you can completely lose track of time and like your whole life in general is, and it's just not the best cup of tea in the world. It is very moldy and just disgusting. I don't even know if tea can mold, but still it's a weird analogy, but hey, it's just I don't like it. It really it sucks. Like I'm going to reference this one citation here from the influence of social media on adolescents' mental health. I cannot talk today. Jeez. I've okay. A review of the literature. This was from 2018, so it is pretty like not pretty recent, but it's like 5 years old already. 5 years ago is 2018. I cannot take that off my head. This study looks at how social media use, including posting, affects adolescents' emotional well-being of that person. It discusses the impact of both passive use, just browsing, and active use, posting and engaging with content. It goes on and on and on. As I said, it's an infinite loop. This loop will go on for as long as you want, and it's just sad. It really is. Like, the mental health effects of it as well is very bad. You can have a lot of, like, people would be like, I feel so depressed now because not because one person that I like didn't like my post. I'm so depressed. How dare me do that? That's sad. Like, who stop posting?
And also, like, just because, like, some people don't like your posts, or some people just unfollow you, or maybe you don't like their posts, or you don't follow them, it doesn't mean that people don't like you. Because you can follow or like whatever you want on Instagram. It doesn't mean anything, because the internet isn't real. And it's there's, like, nothing personal on the internet, because, like, not everything, like, if, oh, they didn't like my post, they don't follow me back on Instagram, oh, they unfollow me, they must hate me. Maybe, but, like, that's not how it always is.
It's never ever that. It especially like posting your stories. I don't like I do the same. Like I'm not going to be completely. I'm going to just not bullshit it, but I'm just going to say outright. I do post to my story a lot, but I sometimes do it just because I don't know. It's just it is what it is. But like, just don't keep on posting every single day. No one. It's not like no one cares about your stuff. It's just more like you just take a break or something. I don't know. It's just there's also privacy risks of that as well. Like if you post a picture at like UBS Arena, for example, if you post that and you post it everywhere, if there's like a predator like that's literally following you, or like anyone that you don't like following you, they could easily be like, oh, this person's at UBS Arena. I'm going to go there myself to do them. So it's also a privacy for that aspect too. It is freaking amazing of how much stuff can happen with like a single post. Like one post, it can literally end your life in a way. Because since like, let's see, there's many different aspects. There's good and bad. Since this was all the good times of it, like bad times actually, the good ones is, it's very nice to connect, and I'm really happy that social media has made everyone closer to each other and family, because you know not everyone sees their family sometimes, and it really is a devastating thing. But honestly, it's good, but maybe don't have them on social media. Have their phone numbers instead. Phone numbers are better to connect with than on social media, because you can just like send anyone anything and whatever. I don't know, but overall it works out really nicely, and it just gets the job done, I think. Do you have anything else to say about that or whatever?
No, I can go on about this for like
Same.
a long time.
I can do the same thing.
But like I'm reading your notes, and
Yeah.
we about the digital footprint.
Mm-hmm.
Digital footprint goes crazy because like once you're, even if like you'll post like embarrassing TikToks or YouTube videos of when you were a kid and you're an adult, you're looking back at them, you would delete them because they're cringy and they're stupid and you don't want people to see them. But like let's say you become like a really big celebrity, like I'm gonna use very popular celebrities like who have gotten popular in the past few years are Timothy Chalamet and Sabrina Carpenter. I like Sabrina Carpenter's music. You're such a hater.
I'm not. It's just her tickets are expensive as hell.
Yeah, her tickets are expensive as hell, but I like her music. So there was like this video of Sabrina Carpenter on my TikTok For You page. She was like really young, and she was like talking about how she's like an animal whisperer. She goes like, we like tight. And there's like this, I don't know if it's still up there because I've seen it a bunch of times on TikTok. And Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet's like a walking meme. He's a very talented actor. However, he's also a walking meme. like the statistics, yeah. That song that he like made while he was in like high school or middle school, or that one video of him in a pink wig pretending to be Nicki Minaj. Like that's like literally those are their
Wait, what?
Those are those are examples of big celebrities' digital footprints, and that's crazy because like even if they have it deleted, people are still gonna like look through it and like maybe screenshot it, record it, and still find ways to post it on the internet and post things like, oh, Timothy Chalamet out of context, Sabrina Carpenter out of context, like I don't like. If I were Sabrina Carpenter or Timothy Chalamet and people were posting like embarrassing videos of me, I'd be kind of embarrassed. I'd be like, yeah, I am famous, but where'd they find this? I thought I deleted this after I got famous.
Yeah, no, it's always there because let's see, things called screenshots exist, especially in like whatever year those were, since I was unaware of the Nicki Minaj thing. I have to look into that, but yeah, like just be careful with that. Like, don't post anything that's like going to get you canceled. That's how a lot of commentary YouTube channels, if anyone watches any of that, they get in trouble because of the like 2017, 2016 self. Because of it, don't do that. That's why it's easy to wipe yourself off the internet, but the internet, it's always that saying that's like whatever stays on the internet stays.
And that is true. That is true. Like even if you delete it, it's still gonna be up there for people to screenshot and re-upload.
It's easy to do that, especially with like archiving websites. There's an organization called archive.org. It's like an organization for like archive stuff and things that I'm a part of to an extent. They have like landmines of like old things, like old site URL, old site stuff that you can find. Like if that example, if the Sabrina Carpenter post was ever taken down, it's most likely on Internet Archive because that organization archives everything. Like if you go to twitter.com on Internet Archive, it has everything saved from like 2000 and whatever 6 or whatever when Twitter was made. I don't know. They have it. So like whatever you put out there is there, especially for like teens too. Like
yeah, like, and another issue with, like, the internet and being on the internet as a young child is cyberbullying. Because, like, you can post, like, anything you want. Like, you can post about how you love Taylor Swift, or you can, like, post, like, provocative things, or, like, your political opinions, and there are people that will still tear you down for it. Or you'll just, like, post pictures of yourself, like, looking cute, being really pretty, and people will still bully you for it.
They will bully you, and then they will also sexualize you, especially if you are underage, which is really disgusting and makes me want to bash my head at a wall. But hey, we're in a secluded area and walls, so I guess I should bang my head, but I'm not, because I'm good. But yeah, no, like, it's crazy. Like, the amount of things people post just to get attention. I'm like, there's some goods to it, as I said. There's very few goods. Just keeping up with family and friends, especially if they're long ago, like they're in like a different country or state than you. Like if you go to like, if you went to a summer camp and you want to get in contact with your old summer camp buddies, then that's a good way to contact with them. So social media and stuff has brought us together, but it's just really it's like one side of the community is good, about 80% is the shit, and it is just that really. I don't know, it's just hate it. It sucks. Yeah, you just need to stop posting. That's it. Posting is bad. Not every time, every now and then it's nice to post. For me, I don't post on my social media ever, only stories, because no one needs to know my business, only the people that were on it. But I really do not want people to know that I did this, or what I even look like anyway. Like, I'm a very, like, you'll never find my face unless you know me or something. Like, I'm never ever going to be like, hey guys, face reveal. Yeah, no, probably not ever, because I'm very anonymous and I like being anonymous online. I'm not bashing anyone, since everyone's gonna hear this. I'm not completely bashing it. This is not like me spreading hate against anything. This is more me like just blatantly telling the realest real of the real world happened with it. It's astounding. It's just astounding. Digital footprints are everywhere. Watch out, guys. Do not go after any organizations that we have mentioned or any people. You can find those freaking Nicki Minaj things or whatever. I don't care, but it's
This is the things that I get.
Nice, yeah. And that's why that's why it's called a digital footprint. It is not a literal footprint. It is a footprint of your digital landscape. Gotta be careful, guys, please. I really don't want anyone getting in trouble or anything for it. freaking, it's annoying. I don't like
No,
it.
just please, if you're gonna be on the internet, please be smart. Please be smart, or like, or don't be on the internet at all. Like, I personally, I first got Instagram when I was 11 years old, and I wish that. Well, I got my first iPhone when I was 11 years old, and if I could change anything, I wish there were no technology because it really did affect like how I interacted with people and how others interacted with me. And I wish we could all go back to the 20th century and when there was no like iPhones or social media because no one in this generation can seem to get along with each other and it's really sad.
It's too much hate. There's too much hate in this generation, like leading people on, bullying because of how you look or how you act or perceive a certain way because they think the best thing on social media is what everyone should go by. Especially with like other things like in like high school, it was like people wearing the same outfits because they want to fit the trends. Be yourself. Be yourself, really. You don't hide behind anything, okay? Don't hide behind anything. Just we need to go back to eliminate some people with social media usage because it is really stupid. I hate it so much. Like I don't know. Just be safe, guys. I really don't want anyone ever doing anything that they don't, and then they will get hurt from it in the end. Like jobs too. Like if you post that on a job, like if you're going to get a job at like any kind of place, any time, I guess, make sure not to use your full name or anything because you'll be screwed over if you do. And if you post like something racist, fascist, I don't know anything really, they will find it somehow through like they will look up your name online and see that you're not into any, you don't haven't posted anything weird, and like they want to see that you're a good like employee to that job. So you need to understand it. You really do. I just why don't you? I don't know. Some people don't want to do it. Some people do. I don't know. Just be careful with jobs too, because teenagers. Well, as speaking of a teenager too, since I am not even 20, it's more of like just if you can delete it if you have things that you don't want there, delete it. And it's what also sucks is if you also have like friends that had the old stuff and like they hate you now, they can also get back at you for the old messages and old whatever if they have them saved and backed up. Most likely everyone has screenshots of things, so all those will be forever in the realm.
I agree with everything you said. It's like or like famous influencers like how people like how Kanye West like basically ruined his career for being anti-Semitic, and like Shane Dawson, YouTuber Shane Dawson,
The
made
cat incident. No.
the cat.
No. Rip. No.
Not only the cat incident, dude did blackface and
No.
dude did blackface.
That was in
and
2007, I think. Oh, 07 or like very early YouTube. Like back then, it was a wild, wild west. Back then, you could do whatever the hell you want. Now everything's all backed up and you can find it. I remember the like hearing that, but I mostly heard about the cat diddling with the cat. That's it.
the cat is crazy.
I'm that's ASPCA, please. And don't do anything stupid because it will bite you in that. It would bite you in the ass in the long run. I don't know. It's just we're all adults here. We should be able to fully understand the concept of what to do, not to do. Some people don't have that concept because some people just can't really wrap around their heads or something. I don't know. I don't want to sound too harsh again. Yeah, it's just trying to get that to work. Yeah, mental health too. We did a lot of that. Mental health is crazy to talk about. Really, like
It's really hard to talk about. Like no one really wants to talk about mental health. On like there are a lot, especially like I feel like a lot like the internet could be good in some ways because there has always been a stigma around mental health and the fact that people can post about like mental health on the internet is like is real has been very successful because it's proven that not everything you post on the internet is real and that people live double lives on the internet and in real life.
everyone is always one-sided on the internet and the other side is themselves. Like they don't embrace their full selves on the internet as they do in real life. And get your likes, get whatever you want. It is what it is, but I don't know, it's just that's that really. Just also, I kind of agree with like the Norway one, but they're trying to also get that through legislation too. That makes sense. I like that. Just anyone under the age of like even like when using social media first, it said like be 16 or something to enter. It's like I don't want to be like really edgy though, but like there's some sites that is like you have to be 18 to enter. People do that anyway, but you shouldn't because it could really lead a toll on you like mentally too, which is also really a messed up way of doing it. It's just don't do it. It's as easy as that, to be honest. But like, I completely misguided the whole Norway incident. That's fun. Anyway, yeah. I'm glad it's gonna be edited out or something. But Norway. So I heard that in Norway they announced plans to ban kids under 15 from using social media, while France is testing a smartphone ban. Wait, France is too? Damn, that's actually awesome.
What?
France is too. While France is testing a smartphone ban for kids under 15 in a limited number of schools, a policy that could be rolled out nationwide if successful. I'm happy that I am 18.
And also, and also, I feel like the U.S. is also kind of like doing something like not necessarily the internet, but banning like social media, like not like Instagram, like TikTok, which I can kind of understand, but like I also can't understand because like I feel like I don't want to get political, but like
Same.
why are people who are on X or Twitter, whatever it is,
It's called
now,
Twitter. Always called Twitter. It's never X. X
Exactly.
is like a frick. Hate it.
Exactly, it's always been Twitter, so I'm gonna freaking call it Twitter. Why doesn't Twitter get to be banned when people like just spread like hate tweets like all the time and like minus like yeah, people do bully other people on TikTok, but I feel like I've had like better experiences on TikTok than I have on Instagram. Like I've met a few of like I'm in like music fandoms, so I've like talked to some people on TikTok about like music and concerts, and I've actually like met a few of my online friends in person. And it's like really sad to see like TikTok potentially getting banned because I've had like fun on it. Like yeah, TikTok does take some time out of my day. Like but like I feel like there's like so much worse things than TikTok.
Yeah. Just keep TikTok, the funny clock app, but it's not going to be. It's not Kesha's TikTok. It's TikTok, but Musically, which is called Musically sometimes. But yeah, it gets the job done in that way. But I'm just happy that overall it is getting banned of like the effects for children and protecting them and doing anything, everything in your power to do with the topic. Especially like I'm really glad now that like Norway is also doing this as well. Norway and France now, like 2 days ago from PBS.org, which, wow, damn, this is a really good one. They said other countries are trying to figure it out too. Parents in Britain and across Europe earlier this year organized on platforms such as WhatsApp and Telegram. Kids shouldn't be on Telegram anyway. They should not be on Telegram. So yeah, back to what I was saying because we got a nice little friendly meet. It was, let's see, Telegram. Kids should not be on Telegram anyway. That Telegram I think is really really weird. Like don't do that. No, to promise not to buy smartphones for younger children younger than 12 or 13. I got my phone when I was 13. This approach costs almost no money and requires no government enforcement in the United States. Some parents are keeping kids off social media either informally or as part of an organized campaign such as Walt Uni 8th, a group that helps parents delay kids' access to social media and phones. Huh, Britain and across Europe too. That's hefty for that, honestly. I did not expect that to ever happen, especially in like Britain. Like the guess they're gonna I guess we're gonna go back to if Britain they're gonna hold up their tea in the morning, tea time, which is usually in the afternoon. US lawmakers have held multiple congressional hearings, most recently in January on child safety. Still, the last federal law aimed at protecting children online was enacted in 1998, like 6 years before Facebook's founding in July. Wow. The US Senate overwhelmingly passed legislation designed to protect children from dangerous online content. Pushing forward with it would be the first major effort in Congress in decades to hold tech companies more accountable, but the Kids Online Safety Act has installed in the house. I remember when they were doing that all over everywhere. Like they did the it's COPPA. No, it's not COPPA. That's YouTube. Like back the 2017 or whatever, YouTube had like a COPPA policy with. Have you heard about that one? Like the videos aimed at kids were more like, hey, we're going to it's a kids only video, so the comments are shut off and there's no money because you can't make money off of kids. So like a lot of like kid YouTube channels, like Ryan's Toy Review.
I've never.
No.
I've actually never heard of that.
What?
I've never heard of a lot. If you think about it, there are family channels like the Cole and Sav, whoever they are.
Hell?
Norris Nuts.
What? What is Norris Nuts? I only know about Ryan's Toy Reviews or like the Lucky Penny channel or the Toy Review channel. What the hell?
No, but like there are there are like family YouTube channels that will exploit their kids for money. I've never heard of like what Tyler's talking about, but that is really smart that they're not going to pay young children on the internet on YouTube to do it because of predators.
Anyone in general, why are you watching these kids?
And why are you watching them? Why are you watching these kids? It's weird.
How old are
creepy.
you too? Like, how old are you watching this?
And it's creepy, and there are unfortunately parents that exploit their kids on the internet for money, and like you see with the TikTok Ren and Jacqueline situation,
Yeah.
which
you
is
know that?
unfortunate.
Yeah, I never heard about that, but I only know about Ryan Toy Reviews. Dude is almost 13 years old and he's still making videos. Have you heard of Ryan's Toy Reviews?
I've never heard of Ryan's Toy Reviews.
I used to watch him when I was a young boy, man. Hold on a minute. Dude is literally, he was born in 2012. Look, he's 12. He'll be 13 in August of 2025.
Let me see a picture of this kid. Ryan's World?
Yeah, this guy.
He looks really young.
But his age though, dude is born in 2012, and he's almost 13, and his parents are exploiting him.
He's really young to be on the internet. Like you can
He's
be
12 as of right now though.
I believe you can be passionate about anything you want without posting it on the internet, even if you're a kid or if you're a parent.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that.
It sucks because let's see, Ryan is almost 13. His parents have just been using him a lot in that way. It's weird. Like he's almost 13. I'm surprised only that you have not heard of him because how is he still making videos? But his parents he has a whole company or whatever. It's a really interesting thing, but that's one aspect of like as a kid, not as a kid, as like I guess the parents was recording Ryan playing with toys and stuff, posting it as fun. Dude's almost 13 and he's still making videos that is like toy reviews or like whatever. I don't really go into the lore of Ryan Toy Reviews because let's see, I'm 18 as of recording this, and I am an adult, so I don't watch crap like that. I watch more mature content like Family Guy. I'm kidding, but yeah, see, like they had like a COPPA for like YouTube is the YouTube Children Against Privacy Act. It's like 20 COPPA. It was like the COPPA thing that was new. It was like the whole COPPA thing with the content made for kids on YouTube. There's like some videos if you go to like the Nickelodeon channel and watch like a video on there, you can't look at the comment section because they've been turned off. Even the mini player is off. Did you know like even the mini player on the mobile version of YouTube, if you like use mini player on like a kid video, it doesn't play. It's only full screen only.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't know. I am happy with the COPPA. It really works. Like I've even had the same statement for like many years. Like I had the same beliefs of that. Like COPPA is good. I'm probably not going to like say it's bad. They will say, but I say it's good and it always should because that's just one thing of how people can target and stuff. And that's why I don't post every single thing on the internet, and that's the whole freaking thing. I'm going to do another break, so let's hope that this is not going to be edited in because I'm going to need that because it's completely crazy so far. So as of 3, 2, 1, while several states have passed laws requiring age verification, those in courts. So it's like the age verification thing it's nice, but with like Roblox, for example, they did like an age verification for like voice chat on Roblox. I still think Roblox should not be voice chat enabled. Like, just keep that as Xbox and PlayStation. Like, if they even had it, not Roblox of all things, because Roblox is always targeted with it. It's been so much for it. So like, you can get like fake IDs, but what I like about Roblox and stuff is if they for some reason with the ID when you submit the ID, it goes into like a system, and if it knows it's a fake, then it can like delete your Roblox account. So like it really is very very useful in that sense, because damn, you could do a lot of good if it's on other social media platforms. Like, please, that's what we need. We need something like what they would do, like delete the account if it's a fake and be like, yep, you're under 18 or 16 or whatever the legislation decides. But I still believe 18 for a lot of social media things, especially with like, if you've seen those commercials too on TV, it's like those little adverts, like the little it's always been airing since like the 90s or whatever. It was like fun. But and it's like you have to be 18 or older, enter or whatever. Like those type of ads. It's just very fun. You just last Surgeon General Riskin Murphy said there's evidence to show social media is safe for kids. Social media is kind of safe for kids. YouTube actually had another platform just for kids called YouTube Kids.
Yeah, and my mom, when I had my little iPod, like something I noticed when I was on YouTube, I used to be obsessed with My Little Pony, and I would also stumble upon like My Little Pony memes and edits, and I unfortunately
You've seen those death animations of killing, like those little flash animations of My Little Pony death videos.
Unfortunately, but
No.
but my mom literally signed I was signed into my mom's YouTube channel, and I didn't understand why I couldn't watch some videos, and now I understand why, because it wasn't appropriate for my age.
No.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, like for me, I had unrestricted access, but to one point I was restricted, and it is for the better. But I was able to break that curse by knowing my parents' parental pin. So make sure the pin isn't 1 2 3 4, because that's what my family did. The pin was 1 2 3 4, and I was able to get through the restrictions. Yeah, like all power to you with content made for edgy audiences, but there's other websites to post fan animations and stuff. The use is like YouTube Kids is good when I never use it obviously, but when I used to back when it was Spider-Man Elsa videos, that Spider-Man eating Elsa's butt or whatever, I don't know, something like that.
Those are inappropriate, and like those should not. And that's like crazy how those videos will end up on YouTube Kids, because Elsa and Spider-Man cartoons are targeted towards kids, and of course if the videos like that are going to be posted on the internet and on YouTube Kids, kids are going to get the wrong idea.
They will.
Not even YouTube Kids does a good job with restricting, unless you log in and confirm your age, but a lot of people in this generation know how to lie about their age.
Yeah. And that's why the ID, if it's not real, your account gets deleted, is the best way to do it. YouTube Kids still exists, I believe. I don't know how many people use YouTube Kids, but YouTube Kids exists. So that I really don't know why, but hey, it does.
Yeah, me neither.
No one uses it. Like a lot of people in like high school don't use this. Ooh, I can use it up on the tablet, on the computer. It used to just be an application. Now it's a website. Cool. But yeah, so Professor, since you obviously gonna listen to all of this, so basically what this is a ramble about privacy, social media use, and kids should not have it. So this is like multiple things in the one. So I'm hoping that you took these to heart in a way, because I really do have strong beliefs on what to do and what not to do about it. It just needs to be said. It has been said. I just need more justice for it, not that. So this has morphed into different topics, which I'm hoping, but it's still under an umbrella of what it is. So I'm hoping. I'm just gonna probably end the podcast, because one, this is probably like 40 something minutes by now, or much longer than as expected. Do you have any final concluding thoughts, Delaney?
I don't have any final concluding thoughts, but thank you for having me on your podcast, Tyler. This was fun. I want to tell my grandkids about this.
Grandkids will be like, back in my day, I've got a podcast. And it's like AI podcast now. Yeah, nope, you're welcome. I am open to that. Stop Posting Podcast is a good podcast. It just stop posting. Yeah, that's it. So, and this concludes the Stop Posting Podcast. Now, as the name suggests, I'll stop posting and hopefully you'll catch me around on another podcast in the near future. Or if I feel like making one as a hobby, but I highly doubt it because I'm a busy college art major. So I cannot do that. So it was nice for the viewer to listen, and I will catch you guys around in the meantime. Lickety split. See you around. Bye.